What's good, everybody? It's Coach Hoops, and today we're going to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks came into the season after a league-altering trade when they acquired Damian Lillard. Expectations were sky high, and a lot of people legitimately thought that adding Damian Lillard alongside Giannis might form one of the best duos we've ever seen. I thought this combo would be a match made in heaven, but somehow the Bucks team just hasn't worked out. They were projected to win around 55 to 60 games and be one of the Titans in the East, and to be frank, it's just not been the case. They started out decently with Adrian Griffin, a rookie head coach, and went on a 7-game winning streak around the start of the season. But for every good impressive win against teams like the Celtics, there were losses to lottery teams like the Rockets and Hawks. There were some hiccups and problems with team chemistry, and many felt that it was Giannis that drove out Adrian Griffin as the franchise dismissed him. Despite being 30-13 and having the second best record in the NBA, as well as the second best offense in the league. The problem was the defense. They weren't holding up at all on that end, and they were allowing some of the most points that any team in the Giannis Milwaukee Bucks era has ever let in. They had the league's 22nd ranked defense at that time. There were some questionable coaching decisions in terms of rotations and clutch time minutes that led to the Bucks front office deciding that it was a better idea to move in a different direction. But at least they're winning, right? Immediately after hiring Doc Rivers, they struggled. And although they had some success, they won 6 straight. The high did not last for long. They eventually hit a rough patch near the end of the season, losing 3 straight to lottery teams in the Grizzlies, Wizards, and then Raptors. The Raptors had been on a 15-game losing streak until that game. If Buck fans thought it couldn't get any worse, Giannis was injured while jogging up the court in one of the last games of the season, and is now out for the next few playoff games with a calf strain. They lost their last game of the season, falling to the Magic, meaning their record falls to the 3 seed, and they matched up with Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers in the first round. The bizarre thing about the Bucks is that they don't play better with both of their stars on the court. They play better when just one of either Dame and Giannis is on the court. Dame has been a disappointing year. People don't want to talk about it because he's Dame, but he's shooting career lows from the field despite taking a similar shot diet, and he's just been scoring at a lower clip. He's been, by some defensive metrics, the worst individual defender in the NBA, and defense has never been his game, but he needs to be better or be put into a scheme that is able to hide him the way the Hawks attempt to do with Trae Young. Overall, I think the person most deserving of the blame has been the coaching, mostly Doc Rivers. He's been known as a playoff choker, and he's done a terrible job with his schemes defensively and offensively, which have prevented the team from getting the most out of their guys. I can't emphasize this enough. The red flag started when he was with the Clippers, following him in Philadelphia, and now it's with him in Milwaukee. When he was hired, he was saying stuff like, "I wouldn't wish this job on anyone," and "I don't know why you picked me," which should have been a red flag then. I don't know how they hired him, to be honest. Admittedly, his rotations haven't been awful, but I'm fully expecting Doc Rivers to have a meltdown in the playoffs yet again. In terms of the series that they're in right now, they're down 2-1 to the Indiana Pacers, and Giannis has yet to come back. Damian Lillard played the first 3 games, but this morning he just got diagnosed with an Achilles strain. He's been playing through it the first 3 games, but now he's in a walking boot, meaning he's doubtful for the next one. Injuries really suck, man. I mean, Bucks weren't working out anyway, but it's just tough to see 2, obviously, star caliber players out. And to keep it simple, the Pacers had really just had their number this entire season and beat them 4 times. More likely than not, they lose any game that Giannis or Dame aren't playing, and it's now no longer a guarantee that they get out of the first round, because the Bucks need their superstar duo desperately. But hey, those are just my thoughts. You let me know. Are the Bucks finished? Will they flame out in the first round and lose to the Pacers, or will they somehow rally and make it further in the playoffs, possibly the conference finals? Where do you see this Bucks season ending up? Appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.